Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to Ultra Instinct Tarot. My name is Andres, and I will be taking care of you for this reading, Aquarius. Yeah. For the other groups, I've been, I don't know, there's been something that has been wanting to come out, something that needed to be said before we started the reading. But for you, I don't feel like there's anything to say. So it kind of feels like this one's all for fun and games. So hopefully you are in a period of time to where everything seems like it's a fun game, because that is a great way to live, Aquarius. That is the point of life. Well, the point of life is that you can make it whatever you want it to be. And so I say the best way to do that is by having fun. Yes, exactly, like the Fool. Yeah, the Fool has no worries, no concerns whatsoever. The Fool is ready to take on life by the throat. In a fun way. Not in a menacing way, because it is all fun and dandy. The Fool has everything to explore. He has everything at his disposal. He can go anywhere he would like. The Fool is like that energy of a child who doesn't have the weight on his shoulders. He's free and light, also like this dog. Definitely a fun energy to start with, Aquarius, and that is good. And it's kind of cool too. The Fool is coming at the, like the New Year is about to start. So everybody usually starts out with this type of energy in the New Year. You know how everybody feels like it's a fresh start, but really it's not. It's just it's day 9,000 of your year, but every new year feels like a fresh start. New Year's resolutions, So like the New Year's resolutions and like people attempting New Year's resolutions, it's all about a new start, something new that people want to do, a new pattern that wants to be explored, a new path that wants to be explored. And this Fool is ready to take whatever new path is coming his way. And the Fool is a major arcana, as this is the start of an adventure. The upright Fool is representative of the infinite potential that we all have within us. She is the source of primal energy, innocent and free, a blank slate that later becomes molded as she undertakes the path of self-knowledge. She throws her heart into adventure without fear. The Fool can signal the start of a new path, one that is full of risks, but also great rewards. You may be yearning for new beginnings and adventures into the unknown. What would you do if nothing stood in your way? Have you been given a chance to experience a new world, whether in the form of a change in career, an exciting new romance, or a trip to a new country? The Fool's optimism will serve you well during these voyages. And let go of expectations, because you have no expectations, right? The Fool has no past. Perhaps you play into expectations that are not aligned with who you want to be and your highest potential. It may be as simple as changing your style or as complex as a career change. But point is, it's something new. Just like at every single moment, we can create a new us. We don't have to keep our past. We don't have to keep our history. We don't have to carry that. At every single moment is a new moment. Every single moment is a new now. And every single moment, you can be a new person. You don't have to be the same person that you were in the morning. You don't have to be the same person you were yesterday. You can be whatever you want to be. And I suggest to make it something fun. The Knight of Cups. See, this is a good energy to embody, for the Fool to embody. So the court cards for me are personality traits that one can embody and use. Yeah, so like in video games, you know, there is always a character that has higher stats, higher defensive stats, right? There's always a character who has higher offensive stats. There's usually a character with high mobility, agility. There's different types of characters, right, that can be used in different types of situations. And that is the court cards. So let's see what the personality traits for this Knight of Cups are. And the cups, this water energy, water is very good at adapting, at changing, at, you know, it's gonna, if you pour water into this cup, it's gonna fill this cup just like a cat, you know, if it fits, it sits. That is water. It flows. And yeah, water, the Knight of Cups, will have a deep sense of community and love that holds you together through anything. And especially if it's the start of a new adventure. This Fool combined with this Knight of Cups, they can go through anything without it bringing them down, you know. This is kind of cool. This seems like this Fool evolved into the Knight of Cups. That's kind of cool. See, he's chilling with his dog, and then his dog evolved right with him. This dog evolved into this horse, and this Fool evolved into this knight. And it looks like they got each other's back, you know. The Knight of Cups. Lover, seductive, chivalrous, moody, charmer, idealistic, poetic, and romantic. These are the stats that if I were you, I would put my stat points in. The Knight of Cups is romantic, sophisticated, and creative. He wants nothing more than to enjoy life's pleasures and make others happy. He is an appreciator of beauty in all forms, so he is often immaculately dressed, refined, and fashionable. Damn, this is the Fool's first adventure, huh? That's pretty cool. This is a good adventure to start with. He is open about his vulnerabilities, but often moody. He dislikes conflict and takes the role of peacemaker or mediator during tense situations. Appreciate beauty. Open your eyes to what captivates you now. Not necessarily to aesthetics, but inner beauty. And we're seeing it with brand new eyes. Go to a museum, walk through a garden, or surround yourselves in things that delight you. But the important thing is to have fun. Keep it light. Try to avoid your darker emotions and bring some of that Knight of Cups charm to your social interactions. We don't have to be the same person we were yesterday. We don't have to have the same past. We can always create a new person. Nice. And the Knight of Cups is rushing, is chilling, right? Because Knight of Cups isn't rushing. He's loving and poetic and romantic. If you're loving and poetic and romantic, you don't rush anything. You don't rush love, right? When you're making love, you don't rush it. But he's going right towards the star, which to me the star is like the mom of all moms, you know. This is the one that can see everything, and that can see what is right for you, and is going to bring you that thing that is right for you. Wish upon a star, and this is the star that brings you that wish. But it's not a wish that comes from the ego or something, I want that right there, no, it's something that is deep within, that is gonna be good for you, because we don't know exactly what is the best for us. There are situations that we don't think would be good for us, but after we go through them, we realize, wow, that was really good for me. I'm very glad I went through that, or anything like that, and so this is the star that brings you either those things or those moments or those experiences that are right for you. And she can know what's right for you, because we're chilling down here in the 2D, right? And she can see. So like if Goku here is looking at this heart, there's always a piece missing, that he can't see. This star actually sees things from up here and over here and over here. This star is everywhere. And this star can see exactly what is needed for you. What is going to bring you love? What experiences are going to get you to embody this Knight of Cups. And yeah, fucking beautiful. Cruelty, whoa. The 9 of Swords, whoa. That's a huge shift. And this is with the star. So is that why I said that some experiences that we think are cruel, after we go through them, we see, oh wow, I really needed this. I am so glad I went through that. Thank you. And this arrow is pointing this way, so I think it's saying that this is what's cruel to you. Conditioning, that seems very cruel. Alright, let's read this conditioning card and see what experience or what information that seems like could be cruel, but it'll lead you right towards what you've always wanted. This is card number 15, and it is a major arcana. So this is life is all about you doing, and then life responding to what you do, and then you responding to what life throws at you, and then life responding to what you do with that. So it is a dance. It is a back and forth with you and life. And major arcana cards are like in chess, right? White goes first, and then black responds, and then white goes again, and then black responds. So life is white because life went first. This is major arcana, and then you responded, and then life responded. This is another major arcana, and then you responded with thinking whatever the star is throwing at you is cruel, and then life is responding again. So that's kind of cool. See, just like we went. So card number 15, conditioning. This card recalls an old Zen story about a lion who was brought up by sheep and who thought he was a sheep, until an old lion captured him and took him to a pond where he showed him his own reflection. Interesting. Is that the cruel part? Well, I guess, at first the lion was probably like, why are you taking me out of here, Why are you showing me this? But then many of us are like this lion. The image we have of ourselves comes not from our own direct experience, but from the opinions of others. Interesting. This water showed him who he really is. He is a lion. And obviously, after the lion realizes, whoa, I'm a lion, and me thinking it was a sheep was totally wrong. At first, the lion probably felt like it was cruel for somebody to do that. But then when he realized he was a lion, you know, that's his ultimate wish. He always wished he was a lion. A personality imposed from the outside replaces the individuality that could have grown from within. We become just another interesting. So maybe the Fool is the one that's deep. This type of energy is the one that's deep within you that you forgot about. This Knight of Cups, this romantic, you know, this romantic. Maybe that's the lion that's hidden within. But everybody, the outside has been showing you just cruelty until you realize the lion within. Okay, I'll keep going. A personality imposed from the outside replaces the individuality that could have grown from within. We become just another sheep in the herd, unable to move freely, and unconscious of our own true identity. It's time to take a look at your own reflection in the pond and make a move to break out of whatever you have been conditioned by others to believe about yourself. Dance, run, jog, do gibberish, whatever is needed to wake up the sleeping lion within. Embody this Fool and Knight of Cups to wake up the sleeping lion within. Unless you drop your personality, you will not be able to find your individuality. Individuality is given by existence. Personality is imposed by the society. Personality is social convenience. Society cannot tolerate individuality because individuality will not follow like sheep. Individuality has the quality of the lion. The lion moves alone. The sheep are always in the crowd, hoping that being in the crowd will feel cozy. Being in the crowd, one feels more protected, secure. If somebody attacks, there is every possibility in a crowd to save yourself. But alone, only the lion moves alone. And every one of you is born a lion. But the society goes on conditioning you, programming your mind as a sheep. It gives you a personality, a cozy personality, nice, very convenient, very obedient. Society wants slaves, not people who are absolutely dedicated to freedom. Society wants slaves because all the vested interests want obedience. Yeah. It's going to feel cruel at first, but it's exactly what you wished for because it is the truth of who you are. Intensity. Yeah, I felt very intense reading about the lion and the sheep. I felt very intense right now. This is a cool energy. This is a cool lion. This is who you are, Aquarius. And this last card is the Knight of Fire. The figure in this card has taken on the shape of an arrow, moving with a single pointed focus of one who knows precisely where he is going. Look at that lion. The lion's coming out. He's moving so fast that he has become almost pure energy. But his intensity should not be mistaken for the manic energy that makes people drive their cars at top speed to get from point A to point B. That kind of intensity belongs to the horizontal world of space and time. Interesting. Remember how horizontal, right? But I said that the star is looking at things from up here. The intensity represented by the Knight of Fire belongs to the vertical world of the present moment, a recognition that now is the only moment there is, and here is the only space. Whoa, I burped. Why did I burp? Whoa, I've never, whoa. That's the first time that's happened to me in a reading. A recognition that now is the only moment there is, and here is the only space. Wasn't I saying that every moment is a new moment, and we can create every new moment? Because that's the only thing there is. When you act with the intensity of the night of fire, it is likely to create ripples in the waters around you. Some will feel uplifted and refreshed by your presence. Others may feel threatened or annoyed. It definitely sounds like lion type of energy. Damn, Aquarius, let's go. But the opinions of others matter little. Nothing can hold you back right now. Yeah. This is some good type of energy, man. Ooh. That was my other reading. Finishing downloading. I have very poor internet, so it takes hours for me to download and upload videos. So I'm trying my best here. Zen says, think of all the great words and great teachings as your deadly enemy. Avoid them because you have to find your own source. You have not to be a follower, an imitator. You have to be an original individual. You have to find your innermost core on your own, with no guide, no guiding scriptures. It is a dark night, but with the intense fire of inquiry, you are bound to come to the sunrise. Everybody who has burned with intense inquiry has found the sunrise. Others only believe. These sheep believe. But this lion, he goes. Those who believe are not religious. They are simply avoiding the great adventure of religion by believing. Oof. I want you on my team, Aquarius. Yes. Wow. Wow, very, very good. Very good. Damn. Yeah, I definitely would want you on my team, Aquarius. Wow. Nice reading. Alright, let's see what the Office Oracle deck has for us. Number 26. Okay. Goodbye, stink. Yep. Goodbye. Say goodbye to this type of conditioning. And welcome the lion. This is Jim, by the way. Sorry you can't see because of the light. Eventually I will try to make better cards. Because these, I just laminated these, but I don't like how it reflects the light. I gotta change that. Goodbye, stink. They can be very hard, but also very necessary. Some things have got to end for new things to begin. This lion has to end his view as a sheep for the lion to come out. Life would be very boring if you did the same thing over and over again for all of eternity. It would be very boring to be a sheep all your life. Change brings about new growth. This is why change is good. Damn, I keep needing to burp. Yell it out, Aquarius. Especially, change is good, especially if Holly is waiting for you in Colorado, where your future children will also eventually be. That's why he left, because there was something better waiting for him in Colorado. There's an ending coming, and it's okay to feel sad. After you feel sad, start getting excited for what's to come. Start getting excited by this lion energy. It made me excited. Yeah, exactly. Number 30. Yep. You are really coming into your power, Aquarius. It's perfection shog. Shoots have a word for when everything is coming together perfectly. Perfection shog. Not to be confused with perfect pork anus. Okay. Oof. This is the last card of the deck. The good old days. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. Nard dog. Take a pause. Look around. Enjoy the moment. Look at everything around you. Take that pause and just take it all in. enjoy the good old days while you're still in them. Because next thing you know, the good old days will be long gone. But thanks to Andy, we know the good old days are here. So enjoy every single second of them with everything that you have. I want you on my team, Aquarius.